You just get so used to being discounted in any part of your life. And in academia, it is the thing that ends up happening is nobody freaking cares, right? And you need to get used to this, that nobody cares, that nobody's ever going to recognize or do anything. You just get used to it. So, you know what? Screw them, right? Like, get to that point where you're just simply just saying, screw them, I'm good enough. I don't need to do anything for anybody else. I'm doing this for me. And once you figure that out, that it's really about doing it for you, and you just stand up and you know what's right, and you just say, screw you to the rest of the world, you know what? That's when you start doing things. Nobody's ever gonna come in and say, "Hey, you're doing a good job and everything is amazing." All of that kind of stuff that happens so infrequently. Yeah, the most of the time they're gonna say, "What the hell are you doing? You're a piece of crap. Um, you're not doing anything, that you should be doing." All of that kind of stuff. That's like the norm because other people are not happy with themselves. And that's what it comes down to, is that they're not happy with themselves. And you need to realize that you can't fix them. There's nothing that you can possibly do to fix somebody else. But what you can do is just say, screw you, and keep walking. I mean, I think that's it. You got to be able to just stand up and do it yourself. I've seen it so many times where, you know, you get walked over or people push you around or, whatever, because you think you don't know what you like and you don't want, but you really actually do. And you listen to somebody else that projects this sort of confidence, and really there's nothing there. There's no reason to project that confidence. Like, that's what I want you to get over, is that people are walking around just like you, right? Like, they're everybody else is just like you. They're walking around. They have all these insecurities. They don't know what the hell that they're doing. Just like you. There's nothing that's different between you and them. The only thing that's different is that they walk around with an air of confidence. And that confidence comes off as two ways. One of them being very aggressive and sort of going to push you around and all of that kind of stuff, which I see lots of people doing. And then the other side of it is they just have this confidence, right? And you're like, what did I do? I should have. I guess I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm wrong. And all of it is just a bunch of crap, right? Like, there's no right or wrong. You just got to keep going and keep taking those steps. And you just simply have to know what your thing is. And once you get used to that, once you realize that, wait a minute, it's me. I am the person that's got to step forward, and I don't need to have other people around. I'm just going to do this no matter what. Like, once you get that confidence, I remember, like, all the time, right? Like, I remember the first time I sort of kind of snapped, I guess, right? Was in high school, was beginning of high school. And actually it was probably earlier than that, was in middle school, grade 7 and 8. And you know what? I just didn't want to be like that, right? Like, I wanted to do better with myself. I knew that I could do better, and I needed to buckle down and do some things to make myself better. And guess what? I did, right? Like, I did, and nobody else. They basically all made fun of me. Like, I remember this in middle school, right? Like, I didn't fit in, all of that kind of stuff. And you know what? It didn't matter anyways. They're just one step along the puzzle. And this happens all the time in your life. Once you get this sort of confidence where you're just like, I'm just going to do this. Who the hell does everybody else think they are? I'm going to just keep going. And if they're not going to be supportive, if they're not there to help you out, screw them, right? Like, that's the end of it. That should be the story. The story should be that they should be very supportive in whatever you choose to do and say, hey, that's great. That's an amazing thing. but that ain't gonna happen, right? Like that never happens. So you just got to say screw them if that doesn't happen, right? So I think that's where we need to take a step back. I'm not saying go be mean to other people, but I'm saying like don't let other people push you around because they think that they're better than you because of whatever, right? Like you just keep going. You keep doing good things. You know what's right deep down inside, and you just keep doing those things over and over and over again. And that's it. Like I think once you get used to this, once you realize that everybody else is making this crap up, and you just have that sort of fortitude that I'm just going to walk forward. I know it's right. This is my thing that I'm going to do. Screw them. Then everything else comes together. And I'm not saying be nasty, do like negative things to other people. I'm just saying just walk your life as if you are walking your life. Don't let other people push you around. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.